A case study on the campaign, Don't Make Smoke. Smoking is, and has been for a long time, the single greatest premature death and disease in Australia. According to reports from the Australian Bureau of Statistics, 14.5% of adults and 40.6% of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders 18 years and over report they are daily smokers. This is a big issue for one campaign to tackle, but don't worry, there is an entire program working. The National Tobacco Campaign was established in 1997 to address the slowing of smoking reduction in Australia in the mid-1990s, with the purpose to contribute to the Council of Australian Government's goal to reduce the national adult daily smoking rate to 10% and halve the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander rate by 2018. Over 10 campaigns have been developed under this program, and Don't Make Smokes Your Story is the latest. The campaigns work together to achieve the goal to reduce smoking rates. The campaign, Break the Chain, last ran in 2016 and highlighted the harms of smoking. Research drawn from Menzies School of Health, talking about the smokes research, showed messaging that shows the impacts of smoking on family and community may increase behaviour change amongst these publics. So Don't Make Smokes Your Story was developed to build family and community into messaging. Don't Make Smokes Your Story aims to empower Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders to quit smoking by sharing the smoking story of an Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander man, Ted, reflecting on his younger self as a smoker. It shows the positive impact quitting smoking has had on his family and his life. So who manages this program and campaign? The Commonwealth Department of Health has a large variety of priorities all relate to achieving better health and wellbeing for all Australians, and manages the National Tobacco Campaign as one of these priorities. A campaign reference group is managed by the campaign team to ensure a collaborative approach to smoking cessation with other state and territory governments and peak organisational. The National Tobacco Campaign is an example of a public relations program that uses targeted campaigns to actively work towards an overall goal. Each campaign uses 4 phases: formative research, strategy, tactics, and evaluating research, with the evaluating research at the end of each campaign informing the next campaign. Don't Make Smokes Your Story can be analysed with the 4 stages of strategic planning, as seen in Smith. A key challenge of the National Tobacco Campaign is to convert awareness into action. So to achieve this, Don't Make Smokes Your Story builds upon previous campaigns that brought awareness to the smoking, the cognitive, and concentrates on the positives of quitting, effective, and provides tools to help smokers quit, cognitive, providing a multifaceted strategy to contribute to reducing smoking rates. Don't Make Smokes Your Story primary target publics are Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander smokers and recent quitters 18 to 40 years old. In a proactive strategy, Don't Make Smokes Your Story sets out Indigenous publics from major metropolitan to remote communities to show how, just like Ted, they too can enjoy a life without cigarettes. The strategy is innovative because, unlike many other smoking cessation campaigns, it shows the benefits of quitting rather than only the negative effects of smoking. It is interesting to see in the 2015 Golden Target Awards criteria, these assess numerous awards, and they also follow the 4-phase strategic framework, but as an addition, considers this type of innovation. The objectives for Don't Make Smokes Your Story are categorised by behavioural intentions and attitudes that suggest a shift towards the government's goal to reduce smoking, but do not follow the SMART framework, which would be hard to do, but where possible would help work out how close the goal has been achieved. The strategy was achieved using a large mix of tactics, using television, print, digital, out-of-home advertising, and event sponsorships and activations to a broad demographic area. Tactic, which also consumed most of the budget, were television commercials, which is the most used channel by the target publics, according to quantitative research. Radio was also a key tactic, with advertisements and program sponsorships used to reach publics in more remote areas. The evaluation aimed to measure the effectiveness of Don't Make Smokes Your Story amongst the target publics by assessing campaign awareness and smoking behaviours after being exposed to the campaign. Indigenous interviewers from community health organisations were recruited across Australia to conduct face-to-face interviews. Despite not being a target public for Don't Make Smokes Your Story, mainstream audiences were also assessed in an online survey, which is a clever idea so that they can see where other publics in the overall program are up to. I'm not allowed to tell you the results yet because they are yet to be finalised, but I can tell you the behavioural change as a part of this campaign is quite impressive. Campaign insights highlight that Don't Make Smokes Your Story is positively contributing to reducing national smoking. It's difficult to assess exactly how much this goal has been achieved until the ABS releases further statistics. Other sets of publics haven't been targeted for a little while now, but it should be mentioned that some states and territories have been running mainstream campaigns. To gain further and guide future phases of the National Tobacco Campaign, it is recommended for the Department to take formative research to assess broader public's awareness and attitudes towards smoking to work out what the next phase for the National Tobacco Campaign should cover and who it should target. And with impressive behavioural change, but still quite a few smokers out there, then it's recommended that those surveyed in the last evaluation should be resurveyed 6 months from now to assess any relapse trends. What made you quit and stay quit?